Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tried and time may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much. You may all be seated. Very few Nigerians know how to recite the national anthem. Most people did not recite it. I was just looking at their mouth. If you know you didn't recite it, don't take the dinner. Aha. Thank you very much once again. We're moving on. I'd like to call on Mr. Tony Evierbo to give us the opening prayer. A round of applause for Mr. Tony. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. Can we just bow our heads and let us pray? Father, Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we commit this evening program to your hand. Father, Lord, show your presence and protect us as we deliberate and enjoy ourselves in the mighty name of Jesus. So that at the end of the day, Father, Lord, we glorify your holy name. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Thank you.
I don't need to be told. You sound like a pastor. Do you own a church, sir? I see. He's an apprentice pastor. Okay. He has that very voice. Thank you so much. A round of applause for him one more time. Thank you. Quickly now, I want to introduce the Reunion Planning Committee Chairman to give us the chairman's address in the person of Hope. Sorry if I misspelled the name. Something. Aigo Basimi. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Oh, he's right here. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are all welcome. The chairman of the reunion committee is unavoidably absent, and he sent his apologies. He gave us the mandate to put this piece together with the blessing of ESCO. So whatever I'm going to read here today is to his credit. And any flaw, I take responsibility for the speech. Secondly, we also want to apologize for the printer's fault in not incorporating the chairman's speech in the brochure. We, as members of the committee, will take responsibility for that flaw. Our apologies, please. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. On behalf of the 2025 AGM and Reunion Committee, it is my pleasure to welcome you cordially to this year's reunion of the 8089 Auchi Polytechnic Odis. I'm delighted to be here tonight, surrounded by so many familiar faces, reminiscence of and about our time together at Auchi Polytechnic, Auchi. Our many first experiences of our alma mater are nostalgic. The terrain of the school, the hostel furniture, the Golan Heights, the dreaded Valley of Decision, the wonderful lecturers from across the globe, and most especially the highly cerebral and respected rector, Dr. Pius Igalo. Our shared experiences of late night study sections, the social activities and clubbing, the tough environment and rigorous examination have shaped us into the individuals we are today. These memories are not just fragments of the past, but rather the foundation upon which our personal and professional lives have been built. We have all led normal lives with exuberant moments and sorrowful seasons, and we need to be reminded that the roadmap we are presently following is coming to a new arrival. No fear, and one of the reasons we are here today to bond. So as we celebrate our reunion tonight, it is only important that we reflect on the moments that define our time at our alma mater as we continue to foster the bonds of mutual trust and friendships among us. Memories, they say, are stronger than aspirations. No team is chosen for this year's AGM and reunion as we seek to continue with that of 2024, equipping the foundry workshop of the Mechanical Engineering Department of Auchi Polytechnic, Auchi. I would like to express my sincere thanks to the 2025 AGM Reunion Committee members for their dedication and commitment in planning, scheduling, and executing the activities that led to this fun-filled weekend. We greatly appreciate the voluntary contributions and donations of some of our ODs, too numerous to mention here, towards the success of this momentous event. A special thank you also goes to the President and other executive members of the ODs for the opportunity given us to organize this year's AGM and reunion. Thank you all for being here tonight as we make this reunion a remarkable and memorable experience. As I round up this speech, please let us rise and raise our glasses for a toast to our reunion, our friendship. You can raise your glasses. A toast to our reunion, our friendship, our alma mater, that community that has become our extended family, and to our future. Long live the ODs. I remain yours, estates of your Agobasemi hope.
Keep the applause going until he gets to his seat. Thank you very much. When I even saw the invite, I saw Auchi 8089. Auchi was the only place I went to. I saw a poster of a blind man, the context for local government chairman. He said, follow Uno Road. Person way blind though. That day I look at I shook my head. Greatest of the greatest Auchi Poly. People know the greatest of the greatest Auchi Poly. Greatest of the greatest. See, bros, they look as if so. I know they cause wahala those days. I'd like to welcome our GMD in person of Dr. Ebenezer Onyeagu. A round of applause for him. Wherever he might be seated, can you please stand? Thank you so much, sir. You're most welcome, sir. Okay, we're moving on gradually. I'd like to call on the president in person of Mr. Peter one day, to give us the president's speech.
Thank you. Good evening, distinguished guests, great oldies, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and humility that I stand before you all this evening to give this address. With the support of you all, Auchi Oldies has come to stay, and I thank everybody for this. Between the last reunion and now, we have made significant progress in our activities. In the area of welfare of our members and carrying out of projects, we were able to put money together for the medical expenses of some of our sick members, and by the grace of God, there has been tremendous improvement in their health situation. Our life and health insurance are running well, and we have more members keying into them. Just last week, we visited the old people's home in Munshi, Regina Mundi to be precise. We gave them foodstuffs and some other items, like drugs and medical supplies. At the last reunion, we received over 220 million naira for the building of Foundry Laboratory at the Polytechnic. I am glad to announce that this project has taken off after the initial logistic delays. We are sure that the project will be delivered in a very short time. It is also worthy of note that within this period, some of our members have been honored and decorated by different bodies. For this, we are very proud. Mr. Frank Okosun was honored by his professional body. Sir Chief MSc Aviomo was honored by his townspeople and by the Vatican. Samogri was honored by the Vanguard newspaper just a few weeks ago. I say big congratulations to all of them. On a sad note, we lost a vibrant and committed member in America sometime in January. May the soul of Isoke, Iroa, continue to rest in peace. Can we please observe a 1-minute silence and pray for the repose of her soul? Can we rise, please? May the souls of Isoke Airoa, the soul of Shaka Momo, and the soul of Joseph Kuka rest in perfect peace. Amen. Please sit down. Within this 1 year, we inaugurated our board of trustees, headed by Osa Osunde. I thank them for their steadfast guidance, financial support, and oversight. Their presence has made ESCO remain compliant with the Constitution and governed by principles of transparency, integrity, and fear of God. As always, we are giving cash awards to 5 students of the Polytechnic who have performed exceedingly well in their academics in the last 1 year. The checks will be presented in due course. Thank God the Deputy Rector is here, so she might receive on their behalf. This reunion was organized by 12 worthy members of this association, headed by Mr. Chris Obode, who for one reason or the other couldn't make it down to Nigeria for the event. Okay. We say a big thank you to him and members of his team. I want all the members present to please stand for recognition. Members of the Reunion Planning Committee, please stand up for recognition. Okay, thank you. Thank you to everyone who supported us financially, morally, and otherwise to see to the success of today's event. Without you all, this wouldn't have been possible. We are indeed very grateful. I say a big thank you. Thank you to our brothers and sisters that came all the way from diaspora to grace this occasion. May God Almighty take you back safely to your various destinations. Finally, to my great Auchi oldest family that has always believed in us, I say a big thank you for all you do for the association. Your generosity, involvement, and unity remains the pillar of our continued progress. We, the ESCO, promise not to undermine any one of you. Thank you, and God bless you. Also, this association turned 6 years last week. So, and I'm sure we'll have many more years. So we thank you for everything, for your cooperation, yes.
A round of applause one more time for him. That was well spoken. Aha. Can we please unwind a little bit? When I saw the invite, 89, that was a long time ago, I guess. Let me bring you back to those things long time ago. Who could remind me when the TV opens then? The TV. What time does it open then, if you could remember? It's not 5. It's not 5. 4 p.m. Thank you very much. Okay, what normally comes up first? If you remember. Before the shh. Bros, you just sit down for TV. You hear like a sound. As if they want to shoot. Then comes the shh. See technology now. Comes the shh. After the shh, rainbow. Abi? See that, bros? They do like this. And the TV is always like a box, if you remember. With how many legs? 4 legs. See that until you now get them for house. 4 legs. And when the station is not too good, what do you do to the TV? Jesus Christ, these rural people. See, madam, you eat them. You go spoil low. And those people that doesn't have colored TV, what do? No talk them. They put what? Colored where? Oh my goodness. Colored foil. Look, bros, I know say you they go Yankee. Colored Lucozade. Good, my goodness. Okay, who can tell me when the TV closes? What time? It's not 12. It's not 10 either. You're almost there. 11:15 p.m. after the news cap. A round of applause for yourself. Una too sabi book. Una know they watch TV. Okay, who could tell me the programs we had then, if you remember? The Cockroach at Dawn, Village Headmaster, Hotel, the Jordan, you see, they never bomb you. Cockroach at Dawn, the New Masquerade, the Masquerade before the New Masquerade. Suradi Taylor, oh my goodness, that was a long time ago. I think you senior all of us for here, they go house. You know, be our mates. The rich also cry. You said? Music
Panorama.
Music Panorama. You remember Bassi and Company? If you want to be a millionaire, oh my goodness. Behind the Clouds, Jaguar. Hey, until you senior everybody, you gotta go also. The Village Headmaster. There's somebody in the Village Headmaster that normally goes everywhere. Do you remember? I'm a boy. Okay, the New Masquerade. There's somebody that normally goes every house to look for food. If you remember. Not Jagged there. Natty, thank you. Do you know Jagged there? Do you know what he normally say? He has an accent or so. Can you recite it? Do you remember? Dr. Prince Jagged Shokora, the son of the soul. And the only Minaria in the whole universe. You cannot remember. All right, there are programs they do in the evenings as well, if you remember. Oh my goodness. Samanja. Tales by, what time is Tales by Moonlight? It's not 8. Is it 6? No, it's not 6. It's 5. It's for children. It's 5. Tales by Moonlight. Okay, do you remember every Friday then? Every Friday, Richard Mofedamijo is in that very soap opera. Checkmate. Thank you. Richard Sis, you said don't odo. You don't odo. Ripples. Ripples. Mirror in the sun. Mirror in the sun. There's somebody, she's a renowned broadcaster there. If you remember her. Barbara Soki. Oh my goodness. Adesua. Aha. Okay, can you tell me the outfits we wear, the dance we do that time? Those dance. Old school, what kind of music do you remember? Shalama. Until since small, you know they go club. You know they stay house. Shalama. Uh-huh. You said the Roy. Dynasty. Cool and the guy, give me high five. Uh-huh. You know they stay house. Michael Jackson. Oh my goodness. Thriller. You sabi dancer? DJ, you go play for this until. Who be Yellow Man? That was there Jegule. Original Yellow Man. Uh-huh. Okay, Christy Exen Igbokwe. Shadi Adu. Aha. Oyeka Owenu of blessed memory. Okay. Okay. Okay, can I ask everyone, once the TV is not clear, what happens? What do we do? It's not antenna. We don't call it antenna then. Area, God bless you. 2 people are involved. One will stay at the balcony, turning it. Then one will be inside. Sit down until they laugh. You go know say na she be the youngest that time. He don't clear. No, to the left. Mommy, so you grew up in mainland. He never clear. Leave her. It remains small. Leave her. Small time. They say make I go do and one. It remains small. Make I fall. The thing go scatter again. Uh-huh. It has scattered again. And we want to watch a program. That's fantastic. Okay, you want to remind me the hairstyle we do then. Hairstyle. Jerry Calls. Afro. Uh-huh. Brother Johnson. You said? BJ, Brother Johnson. Crazy Jones. Crazy Jones, yeah. Bob Marley. Girls Follow Me. Oh my goodness. Okay, can you remind me the finger foods you eat then? Puff puff. Bros, you like food. Buns. Uh-huh. What is sigege? Sorry, can you, how does it look like? It's a sweet, yeah? Gala is popular. If, goody. Kuli, oh my God. Baba where?
Baba Dudu.
Baba Dudu, a black stunt man, innit? Okay, can I remember another one? Oh my God, how can you mention your old president's name and put it to the mud? A corner go on. What's that? You said? Okay, can you remind me the song we sing then? The songs. Those songs. They're plenty, I know. Remind me of one. Any song that you sing in school then. Even when you're younger. Oh my goodness. This table must go out. Oh my gosh. How? Jeez. Ketra, no food here, please. They are not touch enough. I know say you know like book. In fact, now holiday on a day, they go house. DJ, I don't want to bore them with us. Can we have some music? Come on,
We'll dedicate this one to all Jamaicans who live in London, coming from King Yellow Man. Do you understand? London fool, repeat again, tell it to them London fool. Repeat again, tell it to them London fool. Repeat again, tell it to them. To London fool, I never get a woman. White woman push them dog in a pram. Dog and puss, a wear raincoat, na fi laugh, na fi take it for a joke. London fool, repeat again, tell it to them London fool. Repeat again, tell it to them car. Down in Jamaica, you know a summer, but in a London, a pure winter. Every morning me get up when windbreaker. Me no want catch no more now. London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them car. Jamaica pass I want hear you. London pass I want hear you. Richland pass I want hear you. Say Birmingham pass I want hear you. Jamaica nice. 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 You me no star. I woulda love live a land and live white people life. Drive BMW and I drive Rolls right. Every morning me get up, I walk on ice, but me prefer Jamaica to it a paradise. Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice, Jamaica nice. Take me home, country road, to the place I belong. In Jamaica, that's where I'm from. Take me home, country road. London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them car. Down in Jamaica, you know a summer, but in a London, a pure winter. Every morning me get up in windbreaker. You know I get to more now. London cool. Repeat again, tell it to them.
fast, a skinny man died of a big disease with a little name. By chance his girlfriend came across a needle and soon she did the same. At home there were 17-year-old boys and their idea of fun is being in a gang called the Disciples, high on crack and toting a machine gun.
I want to say something to you. I love you just like Jacob.
We know a place where just people can run free. the night. So good, what I did wasn't right. I apologize, though I'm not sorry again. For keeping you up all night. I must confess, it felt so good, I couldn't control myself. Girl, you turned me on, and I'm sure that by now you can feel my need getting strong. 'Cause I got a problem that still needs solving, baby. 'Cause I can't get enough. No matter how much loving you give to me, baby, I just can't get enough. Listen, one time just ain't enough. Precious, I need a lifetime of your stuff. And I realize you got responsibilities, and that you can't spend all your time with me. When you leave for work at 8 a.m., oh girl, you set my plans for making love again. Oh, come on, baby, couldn't you just leave around here? 'Cause I've got a problem, still need solving. Oh, sugar, just can't get loving me. I'm talking about 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. Yeah, baby, just can't get loving me. Just like chocolate melts all over ice cream, I wanna pour myself all over you. Although it sounds crazy, sounds like it tastes good too. I need it. Don't you just get
You want to be the one I need. You say you want to be the one for me. You say you want to be the one I need, but then you go and act so crazy. You say you never want to let me go. You say you want to be the one I hold. You say you never want to let me go, but then you go and leave me lonely. If you want to make things right, love can make your way. If you want to take the time, the one who makes me shine, the one who makes me laugh and makes me cry. You want to be the one to take my life, baby, you should treat me kindly. You want to make believe you never left, you want to make believe I never will. So you never ever leave again, oh baby, won't you quit pretending? If you want to make things right, love can make your way. And if you want to take the time, what you say, yeah. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all already. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all already. A little bit of love is all it takes. A little bit of love is all it takes. Girl, I want to shower you with diamonds as well. We're all alone, I'll take you for a trip around the world. Yes, indeed, I like your style. Oh, you're worth my while. Baby, I'm your carpenter, please let me lay your tile. I don't wanna share you with no one else. Alice, be my girl. Can't you see? I want you just for me. Can't you see? I want you just for me.
almost nightfall, and there's no forecast of rainfall. And I'm in the mood for a party, so I'ma go out to a club and give the dance floor body. So I jump in the car and I go to the venue. Walk in the door, now I'm on the menu. Guys in the house, they're watching me. They're clocking me, there's no stopping me. Desire, I know you want me. You're fine. Thank you, but I'm not the type of girl that you think I am. I don't jump into the arms of every man. But I'm paid. I don't need your money. I love you. You must be mad. Easy love was something that I ate. Besides, I don't know you from a can of paint. Tell me why is it when I walk past the guys I always hear, yo baby? I mean, like, what's the big idea? I'm a queen, enough respect, treat me like a lady, and no, my name ain't yo, and I ain't got your baby. I'm looking for a guy who's sincere, one with class and sidewalk fare. I'm looking for someone who has to be perfect for the queen, Latifah, me. My girl, my girl, you're sexy and you're fine. I want you to be mine. My girl, love me.
to have your company. I can't imagine the way you make me feel. I gotta get to know you, baby, and that's for real. And I get a rush when I'm close to you. I can feel it, baby. Can you feel it too? It's close to midnight. The clock keeps on ticking. Got to get next to you before the night is through. Close to midnight. The door sets in soon. Got to make my move. Spend the night with you. In the morning, the station. Every night I come alive. I'm in blue jeans. She's in fashion. We both stay that sense of time. Moving forward on the subway, heading for our daily life. We are crowded, here together, come from miles and miles around to know where everybody will be congregating. Down, loving, celebrating. Where everybody will be congregating. Down in the city soul.
When you get out of chance, I'm gonna have some fun.
to my world. It's been so long. I know just what I would do when I heard your song. Fill my heart, gave me freedom. You knew I could not live it. I needed someone. Now if I am too tired, I hope this night lasts forever. Ain't nobody gonna love me better. Makes me happy, makes me feel good. Ain't nobody gonna love me better. One night, you bring it to me. Can't believe I was so lonely. Feel like no one I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I'm in this feeling. I make my wish upon a star and hope this night will last forever. Ain't nobody love me better. Makes me happy, makes me feel good. Ain't nobody love me better. Ain't nobody love me better. We'll take us to the top of every mountain, yeah, and find the pathway through the sky, and lead us to the fire alone. This love, I'm talking about this love. This love, I'm talking about this love. This love will open up the doors to heaven. Giving up the heaven that we know, the heaven that we wanted to know. Ooh, this love, I'm talking about this love. This love, I'm talking about this love. Something something about this love. Show me where you're coming from. Show me where you're coming from, baby. I don't need nobody tell me they love me. That's not what's really on my mind. I need someone to be on me, up and up with me. Cause the truth I can say is both, but I just wasted time. Show me where you're coming from. I'm going through the wire of love, if it's just for fun. Come on, show me where you're coming from. Time will tell if I'm the only one. I must admit that I'm attracted to you, baby. I know you told me that you'd feel the same. Let's get an understanding if it's just a game. Not that I don't wanna play, but to say what's in the water. Show me where you're coming from, and I want my heart and make the best of it. Show me where you're coming from. Let's not let it down upon the stars. Walking down the street, concentrating on trucking right. I heard a dark voice beside of me, and I looked round in a state of fright. I saw four faces, one man, a brother from the gutter. They looked me up and down the back and turned to each other. I say, I don't like cricket. Oh no, I love it. I don't like cricket. No, no, I love it. Don't you walk through my world, you got to show some respect. Don't you walk through my
said, I'll give you $1. I said, you got to be joking, man. It was a present from my mother. He said, I like it, I want it, I'll take it off your hands and you'll be sorry. You crossed it, you better understand that you're alone. I take a dread up in a trench tub and be dread up in a don't So thank you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, baby? How did you know I needed you? How did you know I needed you so badly? How did you know I'd give my heart gladly? Yesterday I was one of the lonely people. Now you're lying close to me, making love to me. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, sexy thing. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Where did you come from, angel? How did you know I'd be the one? Did you know you're everything I prayed for? Did you know every night and day for? Every day, needing love and satisfaction. Now you're lying next to me, giving it to me. Mama, you done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in love. You done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in what's the one that to make a first come? When they go for my stuff for the love. You don't say what I don't pass me. Hey! I'm in love. Are you in love? Mama, you done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in love. You done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in love. My sweet potato, I wanna tell you my mind, wanna tell you my mind, oh. I know, understand, oh, cause I don't see well, but the still love is blind, oh. You see as you day, so you are the love of my life, you are the love of my life, oh. I cannot deny, oh, I wanna make you my wife, wanna make you my wife, oh. See, I never thought that I would find someone like you that would capture my heart and there's nothing I can do. I used to brag to my friends that I'd always be a player, but since I set my eyes on you, mama, you done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in love. You done make me fall in love. Fall in love. My sugar banana, as I don't get you, if I say make a hammer, me I know the way to make you come follow me, make we go see my mama. For better for us, so we go get together in any kind of weather. See, I know they talk, say that through what they talk, not through what they talk. My friends they ask me say, oh boy, what is the matter? Me I tell them say, you did make my head scatter. See, I used to lie to myself that I'd always be a player, but since I set my eyes on you, mama, you done make me fall in love. Fall in love. Fall in love. You done make me fall in love. Fall in love. No one can take, 'cause you're the best. There's millions that come immediately to mind. One is I like to have you. Two is I love your face. Cause there's no time or place. Attack me with your love. Attack me with your love. Baby. Attack me with your love. Attack me with your love. Smack me with your love. Baby. And I'll do all the things. Excite me with your love. Entice me with your love. Baby. Come smack me with your love. And help me with your love. Baby. I think you need.
Yes. Nelson. Hey. Nelson Street. Okay, I'll give you. Now only you sabi the place. So. N. Okay, M. Letter M. An area in Lagos. Montgomery. Mushin. Magodo. Okay, O. Obalende Oshodi. Ozumba Mbadiwe. Obakran. Oju Elegba. Now una area una dimension, she. Inside where? Omole Estate. Oniru. Ojodu Beggar. Okay, P. Letter P. Palm Grove. Parkview Ikoyi. Bako, where's Bako? Bako in where? Bariga. Pen Cinema. Pero in Lagos. Where is that? Where? Okay, Q. I go know say you know Lagos now. Q. Queen's Drive. Any other name with Q? Queen Cinema. Where be that one? Queen Cinema for where? For village or Lagos? Queen Street, Yaba, Alagomeji. Quadri. For where? Where they sell suya? Okay, R. Kulos. Which Kulos be area? Roundabout. Which roundabout? Which roundabout? Rando. Yes. Rando Surulere. Rosanwo. Where? Abuja. Aguda. Okay. Any other name with R? Okay, S. Surulere. Soya. Shita. Mo na no talk again, no. Na nonsense around na they mention. Shango Tedo. Shomolu Shangisha. I say me una no talk. Na no they hear word. Shangisha. Auntie, which Shibiri too far. Where Shibiri dey? After you see, see them, they no sabi. Shibiri, yeah, mouth too. Okay, T, letter T. Tabon, where is Tabon? Where they shoot and T, you know they see that as. Tom, I say me una no talk, una no dey hear. Tom Jones, TBS. Takpa Street, Ebute Meta. Okay, U, letter U. Unity Estate, thank you, sir. Under bridge. Oh, yeah, they go house. See area where they measure. You know, if you measure Lekki area, under bridge, Ikeja. See. Unity Road, Okay. V, letter V. Vespa. VI, sit down now. Victoria Land, somebody mentioned that. Volkswagen, thank you, ma. Okay, W. Willoughby. Water Carrington, where will they go for visa? One day, auntie, njoko leo. Wale madaki, what? Madariola. Okay, X. Una no sabi this one. X. An area in Lagos with letter X. Xenophobia. Okay, there we go. Xenoweti, you don't go happen to us. Xenophobia in South Africa nowadays. Okay, why? Why? Yeah, ba. X-ray care. You know what? Okay, Z, letter Z. An area with letter Z. Zealous. Zealous. Where is they? Where is they? Where Zealous they? DJ Elite Music. Let me see them do the dance in a bit. And I'll be right back. Thank you very much. My name is Olamide. All right.
You are the love I've been searching for. You hold the keys which unlock all mine. Stop and close doors, all of
Hello.
my secret numbers.
Hello. Okay, we're about to present the checks to the best students, graduating students of the Polytechnic. But before we do that, our GMD, in person of Ebenezer Onyago, has just whispered something into my ears. He said he's going to also give a cash award to the best HND accounting student in the sum of 500,000 every year. Every year. Every year.
That qualifies as a chartered accountant. That's the first three.
Yes.
To qualify, that's anyone that qualifies within 2 years. As a chartered
We have
accountant
some now, about 4 of them.
that qualify within 2 years. I'll reimburse my company.
Also, in addition, the GMD has said that any accounting student that qualifies, that means that he makes his ACA while in school, I think, within 2 years, he will write off the bill for the exam and everything. So, so thank you, GMD. We expect more of this, please. We expect more of this. Thank you so much. Please clap for the GMD, please. Okay, we'll now go on with the presentation of cash checks.
Okay. I wonder where is the deputy rector? Madam, you know, say I won't repeat again now for Auchi. I need to repeat because of the cash of 500. I won't repeat. Let me come back and repeat. I no go. Why una so ash like this? Now we can do. All right, before we move on, I would like to call on Mr. Charles Omosun to do the presentation of checks to the deserving student. A round of applause for him. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening. I want to believe that we are all enjoying tonight. And I hope we are going to have more fun. What we did yesterday, you all know what we did yesterday. So I expect today's zone, being the grand finale, I expect today's zone to be more than what we did yesterday. So at this juncture, I have the pleasure to invite our able Deputy Rector, Engineer Edith Oyati. Oh, okay, Engineer Dr. Mrs. Edith Oyati to come and receive the presentation of token amount for 5 outstanding students of the Polytechnic. Okay, it will now be 6 from the SY GMD of Zenith Bank Group. The sum of 500,000 naira for the best accounting student, the one that just qualified in ICANN. So, another good news, a round of applause for our members who are breaking grounds here. One of our brothers, Dr. Nelson, has just announced an award of 200,000 naira to the best graduating student in quantity surveying for the next 10 years. 10 years. Thank you, Dr. Nelson. So we also want to invite, to assist our deputy rector, we want to invite Dr. Bome Afolayan to also assist our deputy rector in receiving checks for 5 students in the sum of 50,000 naira each. Deputy rector, please come forward. A round of applause for her as she steps forward. Okay, we also want to invite Dr. Kukoyi, Dean of Art and Design, to be part of this presentation. Dr. Kukoyi, please. Is Dr. Kukoyi around, please? Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we are going to be calling the names of the recipients. The very first one is Comfort Ndidi. Comfort Ndidi. Comfort Ndidi. These awards are across all the departments, 5 of them for now. The next recipient is Friday Marvelous. A round of applause for them, please. Friday Marvelous. The third person is Promise Uareme. Promise Uareme. The sum of 50,000 naira. The next recipient is Jevita Ugboaku. Jevita Ugboaku. A round of applause for Jevita Ugboaku. Then the last but not the least is Prince Ogenekewe. Prince Ogenekewe. A round of applause for Prince Ogenekewe. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the 5 recipients for being outstanding students in the Polytechnic across all the departments. So, thank you so very much. Our representatives from our alma mater, Auchi Polytechnic, we want to thank you for being part of this wonderful event. Thank you, and God bless. President.
In addition, Dr. Nelson has said he will pay the 2 million naira into our all these accounts so that he doesn't forget or we don't disturb him, because he knows we are good debt collectors. So thank you, Nelson. Clap for him, please.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. Mr. DJ, if you are ready, you are ready. I have a game for each table. There's a musical. The DJ is going to play music. And you pick a number, have number 1 to 10. You're going to sing along and mime along. These are songs you know very well. They are old school songs and you know them very well. Which table should I start from? Okay, let me start from the right. I'll start from here. We're going to have a sing lead. We're going to have a sing lead. Have number 1 to 10. There are songs you know very well. There are songs you know very well. Oldie day songs. There are songs you know. So I have number 1 to 10. Pick a number. I want a lead. Somebody will be the lead sing. Song. The DJ will play. Once you pick a number, the DJ will play. Then you sing along. Everybody will sing along. Don't tell me you don't know song. Okay, pick a number from 1 to 10. Number what? Number what? Pick a number. Okay, pick a number. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. I have number 1 to 10. Number 1. Okay, DJ, number 1. Who will be the team lead? One of the ladies. All right, DJ, number 1. Are you ready? Let's go.
Tatu, where did they go? Where did they find?
Why they ask me that kind of question? Say, where they go? Where they go? Where they go? You don't hit my car. I said you don't bash my car. Tell me you don't hit my car. I said you don't bash my car. They say what do you define? Where you they go? As I they walk out, they go like so. Me, I'm looking for this party. This party homie plenty.
Willie DJ. Everybody, you are going to pass this table. You do me a favor. You stand up, you sing along, you mime along. If they are doing it well, you pass them or you say it's a no. All right, DJ, can we do it one more time? They're going to sing and dance with it.
Tatu, where did they go? Where did they find?
Why they ask me that kind of question? Say, where they go? Where they go? Where they go?
Yeah.
You don't hit my car. I said you don't bash my car. Tell me you don't hit my car. I said you don't bash my car. What do you define? Where did they go? As I they walk out, they go like so. Me, I'm looking for this party. This party having plenty money. They tell me taking the equally. Me, I get this for.
Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. Is this a table a yes or a no? A yes or a no? See Ojoro people saying yes. Okay. From number 1 to 10, pick a number. 1 to 10. Number 5. You sure say you go know this song? You go know him. All right, DJ, are you ready? Now, who will be the team lead? Now she. Okay. You're going to sing along. Everybody's going to join her in miming. You don't know him? Oh, I don't know him. Really, DJ, they don't know him. Pick another number. See Ojoro people. Pick another number. Number 2. DJ, who will be the team lead? If you tell me you don't know this one too, that means you are not in Nigeria. Number 2, DJ, let's go.
Yo, boys, Kawakazi on the control level. Yahoo!
you say na so Yahoo Olumente sing am. Boys dey hammer. Na so they dey hammer money. See am, you say hammer. Na only hammer we know. Let me come to this table. Let me come to this table. From this table, I'll move back to this table. Is it a pass or a no? Ojoro people will always pass themselves. All right, pick a number from 1 to 10. 1 has gone, 2 has gone. Okay, she can do it. Okay, every table must sing along. Number 5. Number 5. 5. Can you do it? All right, DJ, number 5.
Nice. That's good. My name again, striking so what can you go and say? I be the chosen one, I remain no para of Nigeria. I bring walking all day like say I know be my
Really DJ. If to say nice stand up like this, they look, this music no go say. Is this table a pass or a no? Is a no. I'm coming to this table. Pick a number from 1 to 10. 1 has gone, 2 has gone, 5 has gone. 1 to 10. Number 10. DJ number 10. Who will be the team lead? You cannot hear the song first. DJ 10, let's go.
Yeah, I'm back here. I'm a fire, no please, no come back. No, I need to
If nice they laugh, they play. Is this a pass or a no? Now so nice they sing and they do like this. See this table now, the Sabi song. We get old, we get new. From 1 to 10, pick a number. 7. 7. Who's the team lead? She will be. All right, DJ, let's go. 7. Really DJ. Even rector no sabi sing, book too much. Rector no fit sing, book too much. They just did that. Is this a table a pass or a no? For even dancing is a pass. 3 people fit sing. You sure say una fit sing? Or may I come back? Let me come to this table. May I come this table, but I have to be very careful. Because of my balance. So choose any song you want from the list or the one you can sing. Choose the one you want. 1 has gone, 2 has gone, 5 has gone, 7 has gone. Okay, what do you want? What number? Pick a number. You cannot. 1 has gone, 2 has gone. 5 has gone. So pick a number, 1 to 10. Presido. I must not leave this table. So one number. Don't tell me. One number, sir. Team lead, one number. She said Oyo. Oyo is not a song. Number 6. DJ number 6.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a night.
Oh yes, it's ladies' night. On the feelings night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. On the feelings night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh what a night. Don't do.
DJ, you don't do. You know the hear word? May they not give me balance. Say, like, you won't break my body. Is this a pass or a pass? Is this a pass or a pass? If you not say their face, me pass them. I'm moving to this table. I have to be very careful too. I have to be very careful. 1 to 10, 1 has gone, 2 has gone, 3 has gone. Sorry, 1 gone, 4 gone, 5 gone, 6 gone. Pick a number, sir. This table, pick a number. 1 has gone, 2 has gone, 4 has gone, 5 has gone, 6 and 7 has gone. The Ojoro? Okay, I should do it here. I didn't do Ojoro, they picked the number. Seriously. I didn't do Ojoro, so pick a number. Pick any song. 1 to 10. You know the song. They are very simple song. Number 10. She's going to be the team lead. All right, DJ, 10.
I'm back at you.
Really, DJ, see Ojoro people say she can't speak Yoruba. You only speak Igbo. Okay, pick another number. Okay, anything by flavor, I will accept. Any song by flavor. Any song by flavor. No play the one where Igbo song do. Any song by flavor. No green. Carry placard.
Hey, Mr. Flavor Body Dance. Everybody, let's go. Hey, come on, let's go. Yeah, come on, let's go. Mr. Flavor Body Dance.
Oh, yeah, follow me. Come and see my wifey. A beautiful baby, oh, Adama. See when she looking so simple. Original woman. Africa baby, oh, Adama. She do fine here. Oh, my woman is so cool. Baby, not tomato just you, Adama. She do simple, she do humble. Pata no mama na sao. Adama, you be my choice, oh. Baby fire, you're my hot desire. When I dance for Naya, when I dance for Papa, dance ya. Anytime she walk out for rodeo, that's how she dey get squala. She dey make all the boys in the holla. Adama,
softly. They shake your big bakasi, yo. Adama go put you for trouble, oh. Adama.
Is this a pass or a no? Pass. Ojoro with pass. I'm moving to the next table.
Which of the table?
This next table here. If you like, tell me a song you want. I'll play. Agbabola. Omoko for worry. Bros, you all know. DJ Agbabola. She's going to be the team lead. Agbabola. Somebody say, "Me, you know, fall around. You mime, you sing along, you dance."
Anyhow, we go rock her.
Let's go.
DJ, no for my hand. All right, my people. Let's do it. In the Auchi style. Woo!
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. You think you ball us in town. Now you know. Now you know.
How much is money? It's nothing.
Balling.
Diego.
Premium or nothing.
Now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Luxury or nothing. Money is talking. Money is talking.
It's Diego.
How much is money?
It's nothing.
Balling. Premium or nothing.
Nothing, man.
Now you know. Now you know.
What are you all doing? Get up and do it. Come on, everybody in the house. Let's do it. Come on. Woo. All right. Auchi in the house. Auchi in the house. Yeah. Thank you. Pass or fail. Pass.
Why they say the one will be like warrior song, now they shoot. We go. Uzabu. Is it stable a pass or a no? Because if he says you they dance for television, you go laugh. A round of applause for yourself, everyone. A video is coming up now. I want everyone to watch keenly. It's about the project that will be taken care of. Can we have volume, please?
Great oldies, good evening to every one of us here today.
Collaboration with Alumni Association is therefore vital in this regard to bridge this gap. It is against this background that Auchi Polytechnic Alumni Association, Auchi OD,
work as they are actually doing it this time around. Right from that 2022 to 2023, 2024, I have been following up and I have been attending their reunion on their invitation, and there was no time we attended such reunion without one promise or the other to the school. Now, above all, they have come up with the building of a very gigantic foundry building of international standard, and from the building itself, its present condition now, nobody will tell you that the building or the foundry is actually of international standard.
The contractor handling the project, Engineer Tony Dirisu, said the foundry project is donated to the Department of Mechanical Engineering, not only to boost the internally generated revenue of the institution, but also to serve as a training center for its students and serve as a resource center for industries and other institutions in and around Edo State, through metal fabrication, welding, among others.
The project site was handed over to us on the 22nd of February 2024, and immediately we went into action, started the excavation for the foundation, and then of course block work started immediately too. In less than a month, or rather within a month, we had actually concluded the foundation, and block work started immediately. As of today, which is the 28th of April 2024, we're actually at the roofing level right now.
Director Dr. Salisu Shehu Umar inspected the ongoing construction of the foundry building to monitor the level of work done. The center will accommodate a workshop, offices, a store, a general machine hall, and other office facilities, where the rector expressed satisfaction over the level of work done.
Engineer on site, he even made me to understand that he has to make provision here. This door was not part of the original drawing, but workshop of this magnitude must have where heavy machines can come in. And if you now decided to say you want to pass heavy machine through the main entrance that is created from the offices, from the other smaller workshops, it is not going to work well at all. Meaning that with time we have to start breaking the walls to allow some heavy machines to come in. I think the work is highly commendable.
As it is right now, we are at the roof level. So any moment from now, we are putting the roof beam, waiting to receive the roof trusses.
Dr. Umar also inspected the welding and fabrication workshop of the Polytechnic to see areas of improvement to meet international standards. The Director for Innovation and Skills Acquisition, Auchi Polytechnic, Mr. Irega Mukhtar Mohammed, speaks on the development of the directorate since its inception.
Looking at creating automobile parts and building automobiles within the center. So the coming of the fabrication center that is being donated by the 80s and 89 graduates of the Polytechnic is a huge development, welcome development to the Polytechnic.
Initiative, the ODs, that is the 80 to 89 set. I really appreciate their initiative to give us this kind of building for foundry. And by the grace of God, when this comes,
Good evening, oldies. I'm here once again to Good evening, oldies. Few minutes ago, as I sat down there, I became so emotional. I became so emotional looking back at some of our experiences when we were on campus. As a matter of fact, I happen to be in this category also, in the Department of Civil Engineering. As a matter of fact, I was classmate to Engineer Tony Dirisu. Along the line, we had to stay back in Auchi Polytechnic. And to the glory of God, I grew through the ranks to be where I am now. The position of the Deputy Rector is a keenly contested position, which I did to the glory of God. 2023, I became the first female Deputy Rector in Auchi Polytechnic. I'm saying this because these were some of the training we received while we were on campus, to be very rugged, to be serious, and to ensure that we do the best. And ever since I came on board, that has become my focus, to make sure that I give back to my alma mater the kind of quality education we enjoyed while we were on campus. I want to especially thank my rector, Dr. Salisu Shehu, who is a leader that is not threatened. He is not insecure. And because of this passion, he has allowed us to kind of bring back the old memory and the standard of Auchi Polytechnic. And in trying to do that, we have worked so hard to make sure that the standard that you had when you were there is still maintained in terms of academic, sports, and moral. I am glad to tell you that your students are still trailblazers all over the world and globally. I want to tell you that your name, 8089 Oldies, is a household name in Auchi Polytechnic. The reason being that for the past 3 or 4 years, you have been so impactful in the lives of the students, in the management, in building facilities, providing scholarship, providing cash, computers, and so on. And our students are made to know this. We pull them along, we tell them that the people doing this were once like you. And I think that is the best legacy anyone can leave behind. That alone is spurring them to make sure that they too, when the opportunity comes, they will make their alma mater proud. Very recently, like I told the GMD, we felt like bringing back the old experience in terms of academics, in accountancy. I will always tell them that while we were there at ND and HND, that students of accountancy will have passed their ICANN. It looked so difficult to communicate to them because they could not picture those old times and the present situation. But we put in our efforts, and 11 students enrolled for the last ICANN. And just last week, 4 of them came with clear path 4/4 in ICANN. Just at the first sitting. The rest of them have just one paper to receipt and so on. These are some of the things that your inspiration is doing in their lives. Also, in fact, we encourage them to go for competitions. The last time was in urban and regional planning. Auchi Polytechnic represented the whole of South, and they came out first in urban and regional planning. Ladies and gentlemen, you have done so well. The oldest, 8089, like I said, is a household name in Auchi Polytechnic. I want to thank you very well. My rector will have loved to be here, but also about 2 weeks ago, he was elected as the chairman of all polytechnic rectors in Nigeria. That means that he is now the rector of rectors. And so, he will have loved to be here. He has sent me to be here. We are very grateful to the ESCO. We are grateful to you, the LOC committee members. We are grateful to you, members of 8089 oldies. And I'm here to tell you that your labor will not be in vain. We are grateful to you for your love, for your care. And even me, how I wish when at the AGM today they said, oh, let this thing be 2 years. I reluctantly said yes. Because people like us, this is just the opportunity for us to rewind the year. And so we thank you because since I came in yesterday, I felt so loved, so happy to be in your midst. And I hope that Almighty God will continue to bless us and make us relevant in our time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Keep the applause going till she sits. Keep it going. But Rector, you didn't say something about Mr. Tonio when you were in school. He go no book, die. No be so. In GP go be 10 point something. No be so. Uh-huh. You see, when we dey sing, he no sabi song. Na so book. No be so. Mr. Tony, that's true, Abi. Yeah, I was very right. That time you go carry cement, go class, Abi. Carry block, go class. To workshop, you see, before I finish, I don't talk. A round of applause for him one more time. I would like to call on about 3 people to give the goodwill message as well. Voluntarily, if you want to say something, just raise your hand. About 2 or 3 people to give the goodwill message. Before I call on the VP to give the vote of thanks. 2 more people. Any goodwill message? Okay, I'd like to call on Mr. ABC Alex Madu. A round of applause for him. Alex Madu. Okay, ABC is a mix-up. Sorry for that. Okay, ABC. A round of applause for ABC. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. And in the spirit of the protocol that is existing, I want to ask all of you and crave your indulgence that I can't recognize everybody here, but I tell you that I'm so happy that we have come to this stage of this ceremony. I'm the financial secretary of Auchi Oldies. When I hear some of the speeches that have been made, especially from the deputy rector who stood up and spoke so well, I feel so proud that I'm part of the ESCO. I feel so proud that all of you here, one way or the other, have supported this association to be what it is today. I must say that we are very proud of our members, very proud of our association. I'm very proud that we can all say that we are part of what is happening here. I would like to specifically mention a few things that have always been at my heart, and seize this goodwill opportunity to mention that all this wouldn't have been possible without a few names that I'd like to mention. Some of them were wild cards, but today they become part and parcel of what we call an association to be proud of. I don't want to go too far. Some of them are in the hall. Let me start with those that are here. I would like to specify, when I call you, please stand up and let us at least acknowledge how well these people have, one way or the other, made us proud. I'll start by calling on Francis Idubo. I hope he's around. Francis, please. Oh, please, can you please give me a round of applause? Francis is a great man. He's a man who, for me, it was out of the blue. 2022, we were at one of our functions, and Francis stood up and said to all of us that he's proud that he's from Auchi Poly. He's proud that every time that he associates with anything that concerns Auchi, one way it turns to gold. He's one of the big managing partners in one of the surveying companies in Nigeria, a company that anybody who reads about will become proud of. And I like to mention him because that day, Francis gave us 5 million over 5 years. He said every year he will give us 1 million for his name. Everybody should carry that and remember his contributions to Auchi Poly and this association. Gentlemen, please, one more time, can we give him a round of applause? There are too many people to mention, but let me just run through them quietly, just to recognize them and recognize some of the things that they've done for us. Do I start from Frank Okusu, the famous Frank of Night Frank? Honestly, a great guy, you know, a guy who almost on a yearly basis, when he sponsors, he doesn't just sponsor for sponsorship's sake. I've had cause to meet him at the airport, and he gave me $4,000 for the association. And he said, please, Brimo, just deliver this to the association. Ensure that we make this association continue to grow. I'm so proud. I mean, Knight Frank, I grew up through the ranks. I got to where I got to. But I never forget the very little things that I was taught of. I was taught in Auchi Poly. Today, that I am who I am, if I didn't start from this institution, I know I won't be where I am. And I want to use this opportunity to say we should give him a round of applause in his absence. I also don't want to fail to mention the chairman of our board of trustees of South Sunday. Unfortunately, he's not here today, but that's another great guy. A guy who you give the mic and he takes the audience, and by the time he finishes, you understand that a man who has passed through the crucibles of life has spoken. A man who, when we were in school, was everything, from a pastor to a king of boys to, you just name it, pilot, everything. Great guy, you know, and you don't even call him, his association, though subtle, but very, very steady. And when we were looking for who would be chairman of the board of trustees, it took so much effort, so much talking here and there for us to realize that we needed a man with so much calmness, so much composure, and so much ability to gather people together. And it just dawned on me that calling him the king of boys didn't start today. From school, he has always been the king of boys, and he's done a great job of it. Up till today, as a board of trustee chairman, he has done a great job by providing us with a steadying hand, especially at the ESCO. I remember we've had issues at ESCO and we're looking for somebody to give us one advice or the other. One call to him, his support has been greatly immense. So please, can we give him another round of applause, please? I also would not like to leave out my friend, my brother, who one way or the other has stood by this association. Without gainsaying, I don't know, if I speak of him, it will seem as if because he's my friend and he's my brother. But he's a great guy. His name is, I'm sure you all know, the GMD, Dr. Onyagu, a man who, look, if you're in the pit of hell and you call him, he will answer you. That's the kind of person he is. Out of nowhere, all you need is a phone call. He has surprised a lot of us who didn't even know him, who never met him, who didn't really have any relationship with him. In his office as MD of Zenith Bank, GMD of Zenith Bank, people call him out of the blues. He takes those calls. He will not just answer you, he will deliver. Apart from delivering, I'll be hearing the stories later. And I say, you did this. And up till today, I think 2 days ago, I went somewhere and I said, somebody said to me, oh, I don't know where I know you. I said, you don't know me? I don't know where I know you too. He said, look, growing up, he was in Citizens Bank, and then he met a lot. I remember that Ebenezer was in Citizens, Tony Ogufere was in Citizens. And he went ahead and said, look, 3 of my kids have been given jobs just by a phone call to this same Ebenezer. Out of the blues, my 3 children got jobs, and they are today doing very well in life. And I said, Pali, which one you did? You mean say you don't do all these things, nobody here. Now when you don't finish that, all your capacity, what am I saying here? So you heard the statement that he has given another 500,000. And when he was going, I said to him, Pali, you give 500,000. For how long now? You don't give 500,000. He said, till I die. So I can continue to mention this, but there's some people that are just people you cannot help but call. In our midst today, we have one of the great men of our time. He's very subtle, very quiet, very attentive, always here with us, through thick and thin. And not just when he comes, he carries his clothes from home, sits with us from beginning to the end of this event, even though he's a very busy person. He came in a few days ago from either Dubai or Canada. He's a great guy, somebody who we must always respect and handle with care. Why do I say that? I remember in 2021, yes, we're having one of our dinner parties. And he stood up and spoke. And he said to us that, listen, I have a passion for skill acquisition. I want to be able to, for this association to support me so we can grow the skills of young people so that they can become relevant. People who leave school and don't find work and they don't know what to do. If we can create a hub where they can have a skill acquisition, it will be great for them. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Chief Oseni Ilama. Is he here? Please, can you give him a round of applause? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Triple Chief is a great man. Last year, he gave us 1 million. And I was worried, with the signs of the times. People said people are in Tinubunomics. But he told me, he said, look, he will keep it. And when I called him this year, I thought he wasn't going to do anything. He said, when he mentioned it to me, I understood. But here we are, Chief Oseni, and he'll be here with us till tomorrow. Thank you very much, Chief. Oh, God. There's so many people. There's somebody another great guy who is very, very, very astute in what he does. Very calculating, very practical, a man who plans. He doesn't take things lying low. Everything he does in style. And why do I say this? In school, he was a very reputable student. Somebody who you think was a classroom to hostel kind of person. Very dedicated, working very hard to ensure that he takes the top position in his class all the time. After a while, even without anybody knowing, he became MSc because MSc means you are a master at the science in which you have decided you want to pursue. And who am I talking about? Chief MSc Abiomo. Please, could you stand up and give him a round of applause? Some people say it's senior. It's most senior high chief. Thank you very much. And why am I, let me even still reiterate this. He's the president of my elite club in the place, my village, Usagbe Club of Nigeria. Not just that he's the president. He's the president that has left great legacies. If you come to my village, and when I say my village, the town in my village, my clan, if you come there and you enter where we say is our office or our what's it called? Secretariat. As president, he took it upon himself to start building a big entertainment center where when we come, if we want to stay as a hotel, you are welcome. If you want to stay there, play any type of game, you can do that. He's building that, it's almost completed, and he's single-handedly took over this project and has been doing that for us as a clan. So please, his humanity is not just about just Auchi oldies. It extends. He's a knight. We went to Auchi because of him for his knighthood. Apart from the knighthood, he's very well respected in the Catholic Church. And he's somebody who we're so proud that he's here and he's always here with us. Please, let us not fail to recognize those who have made us who we are. So please give another round of applause to the most senior high chief. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, you know, we have a lot of people who, one way or the other, continue to make this association great and greater. Can I fail to call Samogri? Samogri? That's another great guy. Since he joined this club on a yearly basis without fail, the minimum sponsorship we get from him is 1 million naira. Apart from every other, he's not here today, but he has paid for the sponsorship. He's ready. In fact, he says, Brimo, if we have any problem in the association, please call me. You know, this year he was made he got an award from Vanguard, the most outstanding real estate entrepreneur in Nigeria. And why is that so? He has a big estate in Warri. That estate is called Mega Trend or Mega whatever, I can't remember. But why am I mentioning him? When I spoke to him, and I was telling him, how come your humanity is this large? He said to me, Brimo, truly, I know will tell you lie. The thing where we learn for that, you know, be small thing. That I am who I am today. Anywhere where I go, I'm so proud to announce it to everybody. I'm not just a polite, I'm a polite true and true. I knew how many times I was in the valley of decision making up my minds about things I'll do in life. That I am who I am, everything was ingrained from that school. So it's a man I also would like us to give another round of applause. Thank you so much. You know, in all of this, they say, when some people start, some people join in the course of making this association a great association. And when they join, they want to even do better than what others have done. You know, and was it 2 years ago, out of the blues, we got one of our gentlemen here to join us. He did not just join, he joined with a bang. He joined, and the moment he joined, he said to us, listen, let me start by giving people 1 million. He dropped 1 million and said, please, association, whatever you think is good for us to do with the 1 million. And today, in our midst here, he announced again, he said, listen, 200,000 naira for the next 10 years. Who am I talking about? Dr. Nelson Ehimua. Please, can you give me a round of applause? He's a great man. So I can go on and on and on and on and on, and I will not finish. And I hope that at some point, someday, I'll be able to do more. I'll be able to say more about people who, one way or the other, have been outstanding to this association. I will not fail to finally close this by thanking our great diaspora community. This is a community that have been tried and tested. In difficult times, they have stood by us like a rock. I don't even want to mention those that come and... Those that are here today. Is it Henrietta? Is it the famous boss lady? Please, I want to thank both of you especially. And then the famous Akangbo family, they are here as well. It didn't just happen. Everything happens because that community is our strength, is our rock. They give us so much here, as a people, as an association, despite the fact that many years we were in Auchi, they still, one way or the other, connect to all of us. And they spend time. These people have bought tickets to come here. And these tickets, I can tell you, is not small money. But they not only support us when we have events, they are always here supporting us. Last year, we had the same set of people. So I want to say a very resounding thank you and blessings to them all. So on that note, please, diasporans who are here from outside Nigeria should please be upstanding for recognition. So please, Henrietta, Amadine, Judith, please. Dan, is he here? Oh, Dan, how are you? Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you so much. Abby, you're here as well. Eh? Congratulations. Thanks so much. We're happy that you're here with us. And we're recognizing the fact. Thank you so much. So I can continue and continue. I will not end today. So on that note, I want to say to everybody, those who are not even members who have joined us today, a very big thank you for all that you do to make this association what it is today. We are so proud to be part and parcel of these great stakeholders who have made us who we are today. And if I fail to finish without thanking Mr. President, I'll be doing it wrong. This is a man who has steadied the ship, even in times when we were looking for decisions to make. Even those ones that I felt I was right. He would say, Brian, no. But you must respect that there's a leader. You must understand that the leader is the one who provides the direction. You must be loyal, you must follow him, and you must not just do that. Apart from following the leadership, you must allow the leader be the leader. He's a great leader. Please give him a round of applause. Thank you very much. So on that note, I'd like to thank all of you and say, God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to call on Mr. Alex Madu to give a goodwill message as well. Mr. Alex Madu.
My dearest oldies, my brothers and sisters in the house, Brian Awudu has spoken almost all the things we need to know about Auchi Polytechnic and about the shakers and movers who have emerged from that fantastic institution. So I'll be very brief. Auchi Polytechnic is not just an institution, it's a breeding ground for success. Auchi Polytechnic grounded many of us, made us very rugged, very disciplined, and at the same time, very hardworking. I'll tell you an example of some of the things that shaped our success. Many people will laugh because I recall that I have a Toyota Crown. I always say it. 1 minute, I'm driving, carrying my friends. The next minute, I'm in the mechanic workshop. Why? Because it was an old car. GMD will say, GMD, has it gone? Okay, GMD will say, this is your Toyota Crown. Why am I saying this? We learned to be rugged. We learned to be persistent. And my driver at Auchi Polytechnic is now the Secretary General of our. So when we drive to Jatu or somewhere to attend party and we pick up some babes, then coming back, the motor goes spoil for Jatu. So we have to walk out with leg from Jatu to Gola Heights. The babes go, they frown. I said, not be my fault. So, I mean, no, she's asking me if some of the babes are here. That question, I don't go for answer them. Now, no, who go for answer them. Otherwise, today I don't go sleep for house. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that we grew up as friends, you know, moving together, struggling together. Money was not the issue. It was the friendship. You have somebody like a Mioms, very classy. Where did they work? We go say, this is Mioms. Tough. We have people like Peter Wadei, who is a very bad boy. And so if you look at the caliber of people we have from Auchi Polytechnic, they are all succeeding. I have friends who read accountancy and went to London, and within 6 months, they passed the ICON exams. I mean, ACC or whatever. So it's a rugged, I don't know how it is today, but the deputy rector has made us to understand that they are still excelling. But in our time, Auchi Polytechnic taught us a lot. We were humble, responsible, hardworking, and determined. So a lot of our friends here have made things very amazing for us. He has mentioned names. GMD, Frank Okosu, AVM, Osa Osunde, and so on. And I'm very proud and excited that I went through that institution. We have great people, ladies, gentlemen who are excelling in various aspects of their lives. And I recall when I went to Dallas last year, I think it was last year, 2 years ago. Boss lady, Amadine, Grace Jones, these were babes. These were babes at Auchi Polytechnic. Where you see here, stand up, fear, you go fear. So they entertained us just for the fact that I'm an oldie. Me and my wife, they took us, gave us fantastic entertainment. And that is the comradeship that we're enjoying as Auchi Polytechnic oldies. My deputy mayor is here. Please stand up for recognition. He's a top manager in General Electrics in America. He's excited to also be part of us. So, in a nutshell, because Brian has touched all the areas we would have talked about, I am proud to say that Auchi Polytechnic is not just an institution, it's a breeding ground for future success. It's a breeding ground for discipline. It's a breeding ground for hard work. So, on behalf of all of us, I say we thank the Almighty God for making us pass through that institution. And I pray very strongly that this relationship must not just end in us meeting once in a while, but we must connect. We must connect. I told the president, one of the important things we need to do is to know which disciplines each of us have, what we can do, because we need to support each other. Not when we are 100 years. We need to do it now. Those of us who are in various aspects, various disciplines, must be encouraged by those of us who are having the opportunity to do so. So I thank everybody today. And as I said, I'm very grateful to God for making me pass through an institution where I made friends, great friends, like Tom Amedu, so many, everybody. So I'm grateful and I thank everybody for this wonderful occasion. God bless us.
Thank you very much. I'll be calling on Sir Dr. Peter N. Aliogo. A round of applause for him to give a goodwill message as well. Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening and thank you very much, Auchi 8089. Mine is extremely simple. Essentially, I felt that at every point in time I come here, I remember with trepidation our experience at Auchi. And I was sharing with Tony Dirisu. I was sharing my idea with Tony Dirisu, and I told him that it was more like what I call a freedom fighting. Because I recall when I joined, I got enrolled at Auchi. I didn't quite sit for the concessional exams or anything. It happened by an accident that I was supposed to go study chemical engineering at one of the universities, and one thing happened, I didn't get to follow through. And I had to meet Mr. Bazuwai through my father's friend, who was the VC then. That's when the deputy rector was talking. I said, that looks like the position of Mr. Bazuwai in those days. And he said, oh, Peter, I've looked through your result. You qualify for all the departments. Because I was science inclined, and I was very strong in the social sciences. And fast forward, I got enrolled in business administration. And there was an encouragement, an allure, because most of my contemporaries were in the various universities. And I did better than them in the school set. And there was this pressure that started coming. In 1979, there was this comparatives and narratives going on that HNE, OND, Polytechnic, and the rest of them were somewhat inferior to the universities. And yes, I was a teenager then, but I felt I shouldn't belong to an inferior clan. But then Providence had it that I was stuck, not for reason of inability, but for the fact of inquisitiveness. I started asking around for the profession that I belonged, business administration. I started asking around and started reading about different personalities that were making the waves in the Nigerian top echelon, in the various businesses in Nigeria. And it happened that I saw various personalities and I continuously read their profiles. And each time somebody ends his name, he will put FCCA, ACII, ACIM, ACIDs, ACCA. And I said, what is the meaning of all these things? So I got educated. And when I got educated, I said, hey, it means that even when you go to university and you go to Polytechnic, you will also have to go and do this AC something that has to make you charter here and in London. They say, yes, that one is bigger than the one you read in the school. I said, so how do we do it? And I said, they said, you can just try it and you will register. Then I got about and registered with Charter Institute of Marketing in London. That was in 1980. And clearly, first sitting, 4 papers. Second sitting, 4 papers. Third sitting, while I was in Auchi, I cleared it. Before I graduated in Auchi, I have cleared Charter Institute of Marketing. And on my own, I decided to study insurance at the youth service level. And I registered for ACII London. And nobody taught me insurance from anywhere. It's only what I learned in Auchi that made it possible for me to be able to study insurance in London. And it happened, big time. First sitting, 9 papers, 6 papers straight. Second sitting, 3 papers straight. And ACII was gone after youth service. So what am I trying to say? That Auchi is a place that we should always remember and revere. And that was why when I was opportune to come to this gathering for the first time, I made it a point of duty that I should continue to do something. And I think that day I said I was going to do the first 1 million. And I said at any point in time I come, I say I will do under 1 million. I'm doing 1 million again today. So it's not out of compulsion, but it's out of compassion. But I know I'm going to do more, but I'm not a man of so many words. But what I wanted to draw to our attention is that, Auchi gave us all the opportunities. And the job that was done to break this glass ceiling between BSc and HND was the collective effort of all of us. And I say congratulations to all of us. Because if we have not all done it in every meeting we are in every board meeting we sit, in every interview we attend, in every aptitude test we go to write, in every private or public group that we go to discuss, if we didn't distinguish ourselves, the government would have not put a stamp that there is no reason for this discrimination. So I akin it to be a freedom fighting process. I think that was what I told Tony Dirisu, that it was a freedom fighting process. And today it is clear that we are all vindicated. So I say thank you and God bless all of you.
Thank you, Perry. Dr. Perry Aliogo. You see, when Perry attended our function last year, before he attended that function, he had been sending message that he wants to be one of us. And when they tell me, most times through Imadako, is it not Perry? So, but when he attended last year's event, and he promised to give us 1 million and to do more subsequently, I said, fine, let's see. It happened that he gave us that 1 million. And after that, I started getting messages. Perry is asking, how far? I will not take him. I said, it's under observation. We are still observing him. Let's observe him. So, Tony, Perry, from today, you are one of us. You are one of us. I'm sure my ESCO will not query this. So, you are one of us. We have observed you and we have deemed you fit to be one of us. Thank you very much.
We'd like to round up now by calling on Mrs. Lillian Obaze to give the vote of thanks. A round of applause for the VP.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I want to start by appreciating a set of people before the vote of thanks. We need to thank them for what they have done. You see, all of us gathered here, we wouldn't have been here, but for the foresight of a few people, starting with Nana Flo, who unavoidably is here. Nana Flo is a force and a moving train. Herself, Imadako, Flora Alufoje, and a few others came together, formed the group, and then started adding all of us until you and I were added. That's why we're here. So let's give a round of applause to the founders. 6 years of friendship, love, unity, networking, and great work. When you look at it, maybe Ebenezer would have done the amphitheater that he did, 350 seating capacity building that he gave us. But it wouldn't have been in the name of oldies. You cannot now mention that building without mentioning Ebenezer and then referring to the oldies. Especially now that we have a building ongoing, the Foundry project. So please clap for yourselves for being a part of this great vision. Clap for yourselves. A round of applause for yourselves. Is that how you will shout? How you will clap? Auchi! Thank you very much. Thank you. As we round up the gala night, it's dance. I want to appreciate everyone. Tony Dirisu has been a great guy. Yes, ABC did not mention him, but I know what Tony Dirisu went through last year as the chairman of the planning committee. We took him through so much that sometimes Tony will say, "Una not good." even his best friend ABC would grill him. He couldn't even protect him. ABC was hitting hard, was bullying him. It takes a man with, a good heart, resilience, to do exactly what, Tony Dirisi did. Sometimes you can't read the mind of a man until you have to deal with him. Chasomoso led us in Abuja. Every one of us, we had so much fun. And I want to specifically thank a man that, he's very quiet. He goes about his duties, but he's a man of character, a man of strength, and a man of vision. Hope Aigwabasimi. Thank you very much. Thank you, Hope. Thank you. The ESCO, we the ESCO, we appreciate you. We appreciate you, Hope. We thank you. Thank you very much, Hope. Thank you for being the hope. Thank you for not disappointing. Thank you for standing in. Thank you for being who you are. We're very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. No, not the renewed Nigerian hope. No, it's oldies hope. Thanks to every one of you that came with your spouses, everyone that came with one person or the other. No, nobody came with handbag. All of us came. Okay, some of us that came with armored cars. It's okay, fine. Thank you very much. From Benin, from Port Harcourt, from Abuja, from various parts of Lagos, from Auchi, from Benin. And for those of us who could not come, I remember on the forum, they wrote, Amadi and Manix wrote on the forum that they couldn't make it because yesterday the weather was precarious and it would have been very bad to fly into Lagos the way they were announcing the weather. So Epis did them shege, gave them shege promise and they couldn't come. We want to also remember to thank Chris Obode, who is unavoidably absent. He started this project and with his vision during the president's speech, you all heard that when we conclude the foundry, we may go into private partnership project of building a hostel for our alma mater. And that vision is from Chris Obode. We want to thank every one of us. Please, a round of applause for him. He's not here, but we need to acknowledge him. Thank you very much. Thank you, President. Thank you, ESCO. Thank you, BOT. Thanks, thanks, and thanks. God bless you. Music, music, music.
Thinking about your love.
Yeah, I.
Thinking about your love. Thinking about your love tonight, today, and always.
I know it's hard sometimes and you can get discouraged when it seems as though our working lives are keeping us apart. Put your trust in me, baby, cause you are ready. And it won't be long now, so we must be strong. There were times I know I let you down so badly. I never knew then what losing your love would mean to me. Ask for anything, I'll give it to you gladly. Cause you're part of me now, and you must believe that. If you're hurt, I'm hurting too.
the days until I'm there beside you. Till I hold you in my arms again. I find it hard to smile, so I'm asking you be faithful to me, baby. Cause I'm coming through, and I'll always love you. If you're hurt, I'm hurting too. And I'm thinking about your love. If you need someone to care, I'll be there. You should know I'll never change. Cause I'm thinking about your love. Tonight, today, and always. What you feel I feel for you. Thinking about your love. I'll be counting all the days. Back to say, till I hold you in my arms. Cause I'm thinking about your love. Tonight, today, and always. Thinking about you. I'm thinking about your loving, yeah. Thinking about you. Thinking about your love. If you need someone to care, I'll be there. You should know I'll never change. Cause I'm thinking about your love. Tonight, today, and always. What you feel I feel for you. Thinking about your love. I'll be counting all the days. Back to say, till I hold you in my arms. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Just like I was gone, I knew the song. The young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical island, all the things you want to be. This is where I long to be. La Isla Bonita. And when the sun will play, the sun will set so high into my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea. He come to me. Take me home. I pray that the day would last. They went so fast. Tropical island breeze. All of nature wild and free. This is where I go to be. La Isla Bonita. And when the sun will play, the sun will set so high. Ring through my ears and sing my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, you can watch them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world. When the blue lights a boy and a loves a girl. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Tropical island breeze, all nature wild and free. This is where I long to be. La Isla Bonita. And when the sun will play, the sun will set so high. Reach my ears and sing my head. Your Spanish lullaby.
I got the problem, you got the solving, baby. Just keep it moving. No matter how much loving you give to me, baby. Just keep it loving me. About the other night, so good. What I did wasn't right. I apologize, though I'm not sorry a bit. For keeping you up all night. Must confess, it felt so good. I couldn't control myself. Girl, you turn me on. I'm sure that by now you can feel my need getting strong. loving you give to me. Baby, let's just get one time just ain't enough. Precious, I need a lifetime of your stuff. And I realize you got responsibilities. Hey, but you can't spend all your time with me. You leave for work at 8 a.m. Oh girl, set my plans to make you love again. Oh, come on baby, couldn't you just leave around here? I've got a problem, still need solving. Oh, sugar, let's just get I'm talking about 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, yeah baby. Just like chocolate melts all over ice cream. I wanna pour myself all over you. I know it sounds crazy, sounds like it tastes good too. I need it. No sugar, just get just get you know I need it. So come on, please it. I'm telling you, just no matter how much love you give to me, no, just feel the need.
Come on, man. Baby, I lost my head, lost my mind, didn't know what to do. In the heat of the moment, baby, I fell in lust with you. I can't believe it, although I did it. I have never been that kind of man. I must admit it, I wasn't with it, but you were the best I've ever had. Oh, right now I'm going through some changes. I always thought I was a faithful, I ain't a man. I never thought I would be tempted. Baby, you make my lips and I feel right now, right now. Hey girl, how have you been? It feels so good to see you again. Since the time I went away, I missed your loving every day, baby. Without you there, you're not there. So thrill me. Ooh, baby, give me all of your loving, all of your loving. Ooh, baby, kissing and hugging. Oh, to the rescue, keep me from going under. All you gotta do is feel the need, feel it, baby. Woo!
right. Soon after we'll take flight. Sailing in the sky. Oh, sailing till we reach our hearts. I love it. Ooh, I just love it. Yeah. Come on. Then we'll start again. Oh, girl, we'll start again. Oh, baby, come on. So come and take my